Each day you open television, you turn on your television, Wike. Even when Wike is not interested in what they are talking, but they're still. Some people now make these television houses to make money. What they do now, look, I want to appear tomorrow in channels. I want to appear. What will he say? Wike. Because if you don't talk Wike, the candidate will not know you are supporting him. So the only way the candidate will know you are supporting him, go to channels, go to Arise, go to AIT, and say Wike.
So, I have a Rolls Royce.
Who gave you?
So what? Nobody gave me a Rolls Royce.
You bought it?
Of course. So what?
With what money?
Oh, which money? So let me tell you. Femi, before Hamatan, there was cold. I didn't come from the same background with Rotimi Amechi. I didn't
were you rich before?
Not to me rich. I didn't come. As a student, I was in a Mercedes-Benz. As a student, I was in a Mercedes-Benz. My father was a general manager of so many companies.
So you came from a rich background?
I will not say too rich for the Dangotes. But I think I had a small background.
Are you corrupt, Mr. Wike?
What do you mean the word corrupt? No court has found me guilty to be corrupt. When you say the word corrupt. But if you say, well, I like money, well, hold on. Nobody can do without money. You cannot say because I say, I need money to solve this, therefore I'm corrupt. No. I need money to pay my children's school fees. I need money to take my family's haircare. Does that make it to be corrupt? No. But when a man comes in the public to say, I don't like money, you know that man is a big liar.
If people like to hate people, the truth of the matter is that if you can't beat them, you join them.
Rumors of deaths, whispers of sickness. Every few weeks, his name trends online, not because of a new project, not because of a fresh political victory, but because Nigerians are speculating Nyesom Wike is either dead or sick. Nyesom Wike, the former governor of Rivers State and current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, a man so controversial that in the mind of many Nigerians, he exists in extremes, loved by his loyalists, hated by his critics, and feared by his opponents. But here is the real question. Why do many Nigerians openly wish him dead? Why is it that whenever his health becomes a subject of rumor, a disturbing number of people celebrate instead of sympathize? Is Wike simply paying the price for years of political arrogance? Is he a victim of his own betrayal? Or is Nigerians' culture of toxic politics to blame? To answer these questions, we must take a journey from the rise of Wike as a political juggernaut to his bitter battles in Rivers State, to the collapse of the PDP, and finally to the dark culture of wishing death on leaders in Nigeria. This is the untold story of Wike, the man Nigerians love to hate. Nyesom Wike's story is not one of quiet service. It is the story of a man who thrives in noise, who grew his career in conflict, and who has always believed that politics is war, not dialogue. Born in 1967, Nyesom Wike rose from being a local government chairman in Obiakpo to becoming a key ally of then Governor Rotimi Amechi. But loyalty in Nigerian politics is fragile. That friendship collapsed into one of the most bitter rivalries Nigeria has ever seen. When Amechi defected to the APC, Wike became the arrowhead of PDP's resistance in Rivers State. He turned every election into a battlefield. His speech thundered with threats and defiance. His rallies were carnivals of raw energy. His followers adored him because he gave them the image of strength. But that same strength built enemies. Wike never shied away from insulting opponents, journalists, and even party members. He called people names, he ridiculed them in public, and he made politics personal. And in Nigeria, when you climb too high, when you shout too loud, people wait for the day you fall. As governor, Wike developed a reputation as Mr. Projects, commissioning flyovers and bridges, often in grand ceremonies, where he invited opposition figures to humiliate his own party. But beyond the concrete, what stuck in people's mind was his aggression. For his supporters, he was a lion who defended rivers against outsiders. For his critics, he was a warlord, intoxicated by power. The making of Wike was also the making of resentment. And resentment, when it festers, often turns into a wish for downfall. When Wike left office in 2023, many expected him to step aside, perhaps enjoy the wealth and influence he had accumulated, or focus on his new appointment as Minister of the FCT. But Wike was not ready to let go. His successor, Governor Fubara, was supposed to be his loyalist, a man chose precisely because he was not seen as ambitious. But the script failed. Within months, rivers descended into chaos. The assembly attempted to impeach Fubara. The assembly building was set ablaze. Police tear-gassed protesters, and at the center of it stood Wike, accused of orchestrating every move from Abuja. For Nigerians watching, the picture was simple. Here was a man who stood. Here was a man who could not move on. A man who still wanted to rule rivers by remote control. A man addicted to power. This perception spread far beyond rivers. It became a national debate. Should former governors dictate to their successors? Should one man hold an entire state hostage? The crisis turned more people against Wike. Even those who once admired his project now saw him as a destabilizer. And when Nigerians feel someone is suffocating democracy, they don't just wish him out of power, they begin to wish him dead. If Wike's battles in rivers created local enemies, his role in the collapse of the PDP created national ones. The story is well known. In 2022, when the PDP nominated Atiku Abubakar as its presidential candidate, Wike cried foul. He felt betrayed by the party establishment. He demanded the removal of Iyorchia. As the party chairman, he led the G5 governors into open rebellion, but rebellion has consequences. When the 2023 election came, PDP went into battle divided. Atiku lost, and many Nigerians, especially in the PDP's southern base, pointed fingers at Wike. To them, he was the terror who killed the party, the man who fought his own house and allowed Tinubu to capture the presidency. And betrayal is unforgivable in politics. It turns allies into enemies. It makes former friends pray for your downfall. So, when rumors of Wike's sickness emerged, some PDP supporters see it as a poetic justice. They say, he betrayed us and now God is punishing him. But is it betrayal or is it strategy? Some argue that Wike only played politics the Nigerian way, bargaining for relevance, ensuring his survival. But perception is everything. And the perception is that Wike destroyed the PDP, and that perception fuels hate across the country. Beyond politics, there is another reason Nigerians wish Wike dead. The image he projects. He is loud. He is flamboyant. He spends big. He hosts lavish ceremonies. He boasts about projects. He invites comedians, musicians, and opposition leaders to his events just to prove a point. In a country where millions live in poverty, where unemployment crushes the youth, where inflation eats into family survivals, this image does not inspire admiration, it inspires anger. To the average Nigerian hustling for food, Wike represents the rich political elite who loot and flaunt. Whether he is guilty of corruption or not, perception matters, and the perception says he has too much money. Religion deepens this resentment. Nigeria is a deeply religious country, and in churches and mosques, leaders preach humility. Wike, however, embodies the opposite: arrogance, pride and swagger. And for some, he is not just a corrupt politician, he is a sinful one, deserving of divine punishment. And so, sickness and death rumors spread faster because many want them to be true. But here is the deeper issue. It is not just about Wike, it is about Nigeria itself. Why do Nigerians so easily wish death on their leaders? Why do rumors of death spread like wildfire on social media? The answer lies in frustration. Decades of bad governance left Nigerians bitter. Politicians are not seen as leaders. They are seen as oppressors. And when people cannot punish oppressors through the ballots, they fantasize about God punishing them with death or sickness. Wike is simply the perfect target. His arrogance, his betrayals, his flamboyancy, they make him the symbol of everything Nigerians hate about their leaders. So whenever a rumor starts that he collapsed, that he was flown abroad, that he is dead, that he is sick, Nigerians do not ask for proof. They laugh, they share, they mock, some even celebrate. It is a culture of hate, a dangerous culture, but it tells us something about the broken relationship between Nigerian citizens and their politicians. And finally, Nyesom Wike is not dead, he is not sick, according to his team. At least not yet. But the rumors about his sickness and death reveal a deeper truth. They reveal that Nigerians no longer separate politics from personal survival. They reveal that when leaders rule with arrogance, the people repay them with curse. They reveal that in a land of poverty, wealth is not admired, it is resented. Wike's story is not just about one man. It is about Nigeria's toxic political culture where power is war, betrayal is common, and death becomes entertainment. But at this point in this documentary, let us pause for a minute. Is this healthy? Should we really celebrate the idea of death or sickness, even of our enemies? Or should we demand accountability through institutions, not through rumors and hate? In the end, Wike remains what he has always been, a survivor, loved by some, hated by many, but never ignored. And that may be his greatest strength in Nigeria. Where obscurity is political death, Wike remains the man everyone talks about in life and in rumor. And now to our call to action in this video. What do you think? Does Wike deserve the hate? Or is he simply a victim of Nigeria's broken political culture? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more deep dive into Nigerians politics. Only on Frank Speaks.